dear students, and first of all, our external examiner as well as the speaker of today's guest lecture, Dr. Vijay Mahajan sir. He's the director on the Directorate of Onion and Garlic Research, and he's a very good expert. He's a long expertise in onion and garlic research, and he's one of the senior scientists. And so today we are very proud to have Dr. Vijay Mahajan sir with us today on online and to have a guest lecture on the status of onion garlic research in India. In Tamil Nadu also onion, you all know onion cultivation is picking up very well, and previously we had only aggregatum onion, popularly called as sambar vengayam, and this aggregatum onion has reached 32,000 hectares of cultivation in Tamil Nadu in various districts of Tamil Nadu. Even unconventional districts like Thoothukudi and Tirunelveli southern parts have gone for aggregatum onion cultivation, and TNA has proud of releasing 6 varieties and 2 seed propagated varieties of aggregatum onion. So we have a good position in aggregatum onion, as well as now Bellary onion has also been taken up in the parts of Tamil Nadu, especially in the central parts in Trichy and Perambulur areas. Farmers are going for the cultivation of Bellary onion, but it occupies around 15 to 20% of the entire onion area. So at this outset, I request Dr. Vijay Mahajan sir to have a guest lecture on the status of onion and garlic research. Sir, here all the vegetable research students and staff are waiting for you, sir. So you can start the lecture.
Okay. So to all of you once again, and here I think you all are very well known about the multiplier onion, but you are not knowing about the onion and garlic research in India. So I will focus here. So Director of Onion Garlic Research is located at Pune, near Pune, and we have around 118 acres of land. So here you all know there are more than 5,000 species of allium cultivated over the world, and it has medicinal properties, culinary purpose, used as spices, and it helps to reduce the cholesterol, blood pressure, and various other medicinal properties it have. So definitely India is the second largest producer after China, and India alone produces 32 million tons from 98 million tons of global production. So Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat and Rajasthan, these are the top 5 states producing onion in the country, and Maharashtra alone shares around 30 to 40% of total production of the country. And India is the 4th largest exporter, where we are earning around 4,000 crore rupees foreign exchange. So if you can see the area production and productivity of onion since 76 to 80 and 16 to 20 in 5-year cluster, we have estimated the graph. So earlier it was 10.58 tons per hectare, and it was constant up to 2000. But after the start of this Directorate of Onion Garlics, and with the collaboration of university and other institutes and involvement of farmers, the productivity has been increased since 2000, and now it is 17.62 tons per hectare, with yield was now in 90. Last year statistic, it is 261 lakh tons was the production, and Maharashtra is the leading state. So here onion is grown in 3 seasons. Generally Maharashtra and other parts of the country, the Kharif season generally starts from July to August transplantation season, and crop is harvested from October to December. And late Kharif in Maharashtra, it is taken from October to November, and the crop is being harvested during January to March. And Rabi is the major crop, where 70% area is covered in onion throughout the country. And here we get this crop from mid of March to end of May. So Kharif and late Kharif season, it's hardly share around 20 to 25% each of the total production. And if we see the price of onion in different months, it is an average of 2008 to 2018 at Lasalgaon market and Mumbai market. So you can see the trend is almost same. The prices were very low during April to June, and then later it was started rising up, and it is very high during October, November and December. After December, the prices also started declining, because the stored onion, which is harvested during month of May, it exhausted by the month of October or November. Afterwards, if Kharif crop fails or there is less production of Kharif, then there is shortage in the market and the prices goes very high. Since last 2 3 years, kharif production in Karnataka as well as Maharashtra is being failed due to heavy rains at the time of harvesting. Therefore, there is shortage of onion during December, January. Therefore, the prices of onion goes highest during this period. So if we see the net trade during, so these are the five top onion exporters. China is the leading one, then Netherlands, Spain, and India is the fourth largest exporter. And we are sending importers are the Indonesia, Vietnam, United States, United Kingdom, and Germany. So in case of India also, Maharashtra is the leading and which around 40 more than 40% share, then followed by Madhya Pradesh, then Karnataka, Rajasthan. Tamil Nadu share is very less, only 1.62%, including the multiplier onion. So if we see the seasonal production of onion in India, already I told that three crops are being taken. Major crop is Rabi, and therefore there is a glut in the market during month of May to June, and the prices go very down. So Rabi crop, if farmers want to grow, he should have proper storage facilities. Otherwise, middlemen purchase the onion from the farmers at very low prices, and they store the onion and slowly release in the market where the farmers don't get benefit and the middleman takes benefit from the stored onion. In Maharashtra, the farmers is going subsidy, 50% subsidy for the construction of storage structure, where in Maharashtra, farmer alone have the storing capacity of around 21 lakh tons onion. So it is more beneficial for the Maharashtra, but it should be popularized in other parts of the country, including Tamil Nadu. If we see the economies, there is variation in the prices. Only I already told that it is mainly due to variation in the climate, then storage losses. If it is humid condition properly, if it is not stored, proper variety was not chosen, so there are more storage losses during storage. Then instability in the production. Sometimes prices go up very high, all the farmer rushes to grow onion. Then next year there is a glut in the market, then prices goes very down. Then next year farmer stops cultivating onion and divert to another crop. So this type of instability means there should be plant cultivation in any crop. Then only farmer can get a proper price, and it will be also feasible for the consumers. So even if you can see the price fluctuation during January 2019, 2018, 19, 20, 21 in different states, you can see variation in the prices. Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, in January 20, the prices seems to be very high. Whereas in January 19, the prices were very low during month of January. But there was variation. Similarly, in case of October 18 to 21, if we see the average prices, the prices very high. Similarly, here in case of year 2020 during October, whereas the prices during October 18 it was lower but higher as compared to January. The season effect of seasonal production, already I told that Kharif season production, if it is affected by heavy rainfall, so definitely it affects the market availability and it affects the export also. And the price fluctuation also affects the area and cultivation by the farmers. And similarly, if it is locally marketed, the farmer get very less price. But if it is marketed to other parts of the country, definitely farmers will get more price. So instead of cropping a single crop, they should divide their whole plot into 3 or 4 plots parts, and they should take different crops and follow the crop rotation. So your soil health will be also retained, and your productivity and production will be also maintained. So therefore, to face the challenges, labor is a very big problem. We should go for mechanization. Direct sowing is also one of the option. Then weeding, we have to develop the weeding equipment for the low cost spaced crop. Besides that, harvesting and spraying, decision support system is also a need of the day, has to be developed based on statistical parameters, environmental parameters, soil parameters, and accordingly availability of nutrients. Farmers can decide how much to apply. Similarly, when to spray, what to spray. All this decision support system we have developed, and within 1 or 2 months we are going to release. So definitely farmers can feel their soil properties or other parameters, environmental parameters. Accordingly, they can take decision well before the outcome of the disease break or shortage of fertilizer, they can apply in the soil. Similarly, there is a scope for development of new production technology. We have recommended kharif production technology on raised bed, then deep technology, fertigation technology, then under development of improved cultivar. It is continuous process, and definitely in future also it has to be continued. Like Co6 and Co5 flowering type of multiplier onion has been developed by Coimbatore. Earlier it was non-flowering type. So definitely it saves the planting material as well as it helps to transport the planting material through seeds. Then strategic action plan for export of onion garlic should be developed by the state department and government department so that there will be constant supply of onion. And farmers should also be aware and should plan crop accordingly so that there will be a constant supply of onion to the foreign countries. So already, if you see this, director of onion or garlic has developed 10 onion and 2 garlic varieties, and all the varieties they are registered and protected through PPFRA and notified by Central Varieties Committee. So for Kharif season, Bhima Shakti, Bhima Kiran, Bhima Red, Bhima Raj, Bhima Light Red, and Bhima Shweta has been recommended for different zones and different parts of the country. And it has been evaluated through All India Network Research Project. Similarly, for Kharif season, Bhima Super, Bhima Dark Red, Bhima Red, Bhima Raj, Bhima Shweta, Bhima Shubra, and Bhima Safed. Bhima Shubra is the first Kharif white onion variety developed in India. Similarly, late Kharif is also now coming up as due to shortage of irrigation during Rabi season. Farmers are now going for the late Kharif where the crop is harvested during January or at the most mid of February. Here the variety also matters, and Bhima Shakti is very good variety, and followed by Bhima Super, Bhima Red, Bhima Raj, and Bhima Shubra. So here I am happy to say that around 152 seed producing companies, including farmer producer companies, they have licensed with our institute and they are commercially producing the seed. So we are charging 1 lakh rupees for variety and 3% royalty. So these varieties are very much popular among the countries, and so many companies are still in pipeline for signing the MOU. So here Bhima Shakti, it's maturing around 125 to 135 days, and it can yield, average yield is up to 40 tons per hectare during late Kharif. Even some of the farmers, they could get 50 or 60 tons per hectare also. So it is recommended for Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. So it shows that it has very wider adaptability and recommended to develop different states of the country. Secondly, it is Bhima Kiran. This is a light red variety. It has also better storage quality, and recommended for Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Delhi, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh. Besides that, Bhima Super is the another variety which is very popular among Kharif season, and it is very high demanding varieties, and it is recommended for various part of the country including Tamil Nadu where Kharif crop can be taken very well. Similarly, Bhima dark red variety, also dark color variety, Bhima Super was medium red variety. So this can be also taken in different parts of the country including Tamil Nadu. Similarly, Bhima red, this is also recommended for Tamil Nadu for Kharif season, and that can be taken in Rabi season also, but stability of Bhima red is up to 3 months during Rabi season. Similarly, Bhima Raj, this is also dark red variety, but this is recommended for North India only. Then Bhima light red, this is recommended for South zone, that is Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. This is light red in color, having better storability and yield also very high during Rabi season. So another white varieties, they are also becoming popular, and there is added advantage in white varieties that it can be used for processing also, and with the help of solar energy that can be dehydrated during month of May June and can be kept in airtight polythene pack in the store up to 8 months under normal condition, and even we can keep it for more than 1 or 2 years under cold store condition, but it should be airtight and dry condition. So this can be an additional opportunity to develop employment in rural youth, and with the help of women self-help group, this industry can be very well come up in India. As like turmeric powder, coriander powder, chili powder, onion flakes and powder can be also used directly in vegetables without losing its taste. And 90% of dehydrated product will be exported to foreign countries from India. But in India, there is need to popularize this dehydrated onion. So it will help to reduce the to maintain the market price. It will help to reduce the transportation cost. It will require a small area for transportation and a small area for storage. And whatever onion we are going to store under traditional store structure, there may be losses up to 50%. But if we are processing it, that can be converted into a product and that losses can be saved. So these are the varieties which can be grown. All the three seasons can be available, that can give a boost to the processing industries or small scale group for popularizing the dehydrated onion in the country. So in case of garlic, Bhima Purple and Bhima Onkar, these varieties were developed. Bhima Onkar is a white onion variety. There is Bhima Purple, the skin color, and clove color is little skin is purplish. So we have developed various technologies that integrated nutrient management. Here in onion, earlier 150, 50, 80 kg NPK with 20 tons of FIM was recommended. But after series of experiment, we come to conclusion and recommended that 110, 40, 60 kg of NPK along with organic manure equivalent to 15 tons per hectare and azospirillum and phosphorus soluble bacteria at the rate of 5 kg each hectare, that will give a sufficient yield increase by 15%. So here we can save the fertilizer, and with the use of microorganisms we can maintain the soil fertility. Similarly, in case of garlic, earlier there was 150-50 NPK was recommended. After the standardization of technology and series of trials, the application was reduced. With the increase of added yield, besides the improvement in the quality and organic manures can be reduced by 25% in case of garlic as well. So here sulfur management in onion, sulfur is major compound which is responsible for pungency in onion and garlic. So earlier 50 kg of sulfur was recommended per hectare. Even in multiply onion also sulfur is required. So now after trials where the soil where they are rich or having more than 25 kg per hectare sulfur, so 15 kg per hectare sulfur is recommended, and where the sulfur content in soil is less than 25 kg per hectare, so there 30 kg sulfur per hectare is recommended. So it helps to increase the sulfur uptake and pyric acid content. And with increasing of sulfur, the yield also, the level of sulfur we can reduce from 50 to 30 or 15 kg per hectare. Similarly, micronutrients, these are also important component and which should be applied after testing of soil. Basal dose we can, if they are deficient in zinc and boron, we can use zinc sulfate on borax at the rate of 10 kg per hectare. Besides, area having multi micronutrient deficiency, where we can give well rotten 15 tons per hectare FIM, and if required, we can give foliar spray of micronutrients that is iron, zinc, manganese, or copper at different concentration at this interval of 30, 45, and 60 days, depending upon the need in the crop plant. So it helps to increase the yield by 10 to 50% in onion also. So various technologies were developed. The kharif production technology is very important and recommended by developed by DOGR, where raised bed cultivation and production of nursery and the shade net during summer season, that is May, June, then transplanting in raised bed furrows, then adjusting the sowing and transplanting date, that it should be transplanted latest by August first week, and it can be transplanted from June end to August first week. Similarly, FIM and trichoderma, this is most importantly recommended because there is now since 2-3 years the problem of anthracnose is becoming severe. So trichoderma breed is most essentially required to be applied in the soil during Kharif season, particularly in both nursery as well as main crop. Then different spray schedule of to control the pest and diseases. The methomyl is banned now. We should not use methomyl here. Instead of that, we can use another profenofos or carbosulfon or the insecticide we can use. Besides the fungicides, mancozeb, tricyclazole, hexaconazole, or propaganazole, these fungicides we can use. You can see the raised bed in the photo with the drip irrigation, and there should be proper drainage of irrigation water during rainy season. If soil water is stagnant, definitely your bulb and crop will be affected. And therefore, proper variety should be chosen. It should be cultivated on raised bed, and balanced fertilizer and trichoderma should be used for kharif production technology. Then micro irrigation, drip, We have standardized the technology for drip irrigation, and definitely this can be very well adapted for multiplier onion also. Here there is saving of around 40 to 50% water, there is increase in yield by 20 to 30%, then there is saving of labor by 30%, and there is uniform maturity of bulb because we are giving water to the crop, not to the soil. But in case of flood, we are giving the irrigation to the soil, not to the crop. So there are more problems of weed during flood irrigation, but in case of drip irrigation, the weed management is also very, and a small child can harvest the crop because soil remains pulverized, and this is a bulb crop we develop under the soil. So here in case of raised bed, soil become very soft and pulverized, so development of bulb is also uniform. So we could get more A and B grade bulb in case of drip irrigation, and definitely as compared to flood irrigation, there is less attack of pest and disease also. Then another, we can raise the onion crop through sets also, where there is difficulty in raising the nursery during month of May or June due to high temperature or rainfall. So we can develop the sets during month of January to March, and that can be stored, and then during June or July these sets can be planted, so we can get at least 30 to 35 40 days early crop as compared to direct transplanted crop. Then direct sowing is also another option, where in the world 90% area is directly sown, but in India 90% is directly transplanted. Because in the world they are taking one crop, but in India we are taking multi-cropping, as in the world they are having long day crop, and it took around 6 to 8 months to harvest the crop. But where our Indian onion they are short day crop, and where it is harvested in hardly 4 to 4.5 months. So here in case of transplanted crop, farmer use that soil for another crop, as 1 month is saved in the by raising the nursery. If you are directly sowing the seed, so it will take additional 1 month, instead of 4.5 months. You have to, it will take around 5.5 to 6 months for the harvesting of the crop. So farmers they are preferring to raise the seedling in the nursery, and we can save around 1 to 1.5 months of the land, and that can be used for another crop. So hurdles, diseases, insect pest and storage pest, these are the major problem in case of diseases. Stem film blight, purple blotch, and anthracnose. These are the major problem. Anthracnose is a major problem during Kharif season and purple blotch, whereas stem film blight, these are the major problem during Rabi season. And these are the same diseases which are also occurring in multiplier onion also. In case of insect, if we see, the major insect damaging is the thrips only. Besides other insects, looper and caterpillars, they are very less, not much devastating. And another storage pest, they are also affecting sometimes if they are not properly cured, properly harvested, no proper balanced fertilizer used. So there may be losses due to storage pest also. If we see the abiotic stress, drought stress is another challenge, then waterlogging, then temperature fluctuation, then hailstorms. These are the other challenges. So in case of Kharif, there should be proper drainage and raised bed technology that will be every time beneficial for Kharif as well as Rabi crop also. Even there may be heavy rain, definitely raised bed will protect the crop. So we have screened several germplasm and identified the sensitive stages of the bulb growth. So we have registered two germplasm which are resistant, tolerant to drought condition as well as flood conditions, and they are registered with the NVPGR. And different drought stress and flood stress lines were also identified by the DOGR. So processing and valuation, this is also another important area where different processed products can be made, and definitely there is need of, and this is the need of the day, to popularize and regulate the market. The processed product is the only solution, but there should be constant and continuous supply of raw material at a proper price. Then only any processing plant for any crop will sustain in India. Otherwise, once year the 100 rupees price of tomato or onion or any other crop, and another it is 1 or 2 rupees. So this type of price fluctuation definitely will hamper the processing plant, because processing plant will require huge employment, huge machinery has to be established, and if their raw material is costing at very high price, so any agriculture business cannot be sustained for processing purpose. So there should be plant cultivation, plant processing plants, and plant storage structures and export policies, and wherever where indoor marketing policies. Then only any processing industries can flourish in agriculture in India. So this point should be taken care. Besides that, value addition. This is attractive packing or bagging and marketing is most important point where farmers they are not paying any attention and they are packing a Hassan cloth bag or just they are taking directly their material into the market. But if you can see and go to the super bazaar, big bazaar or Reliance Mall, so you see that they are purchasing the material, raw material from the farmers at the rate of 5 or 10 rupees kg, and they are attractively packing in 1 kg or 5 kg with labels, and the price just by attractive packing and labeling and way of selling, the price goes to 20 or more than 25 rupees per kg. So packing or attractive marketing, this is also one of the major issues that farmers should pay attention. Production, anybody can produce their produce in the market, in the field, but marketing, if marketing is not proper, there is no, it is not beneficial. Even you may produce very high, or productivity is very high. So marketing should be kept in mind, and farmers should cultivate onion or any agriculture keeping business as a mind. If they are cultivating agriculture as a business, definitely they will plan according to the market demand, and they will keep eyes on the market at different parts of the country, and they will select the crop according to consumer demand, as well as they will pay attention for attractive packing. So this point should be taken care. Then besides that, storage of onion, we have recommended storage structure where Maharashtra government is giving subsidy to the farmers, and I already told that 21 lakh ton capacity storage structure is available with the Maharashtra, but similar type of model has to be popularized in different parts of the country, including multiply onion in Tamil Nadu. And we have recently developed a controlled onion structure where the temperature we can keep at 27 degrees centigrade plus minus 2 degrees centigrade with humidity around 65 to 70%, and it is a well regulated temperature at each corner, even including center of the bulb stored in the store structure. So here the losses, as compared to other crop, the losses is not more than 15% in the store structure, and here we can keep onion even up to 8 months without any losses. But in case of cold storage, if you are storing the onion at 0 degree centigrade or 0 to 5 degree centigrade, but we can keep in store up to 8 or 9 months till it is under cold store. But immediately as such, we keep out this material from the cold store, within 1 week, all onion gets sprouted. So that problem can be sorted out easily with the new developed control onion structure in collaboration with Kala Biotech in a public-private partnership mode, and this we have also filed for a patent. So here 2000 ton capacity storage structure has been made commercially, and here observations were well recorded, and this time 8 month crop onion was very well stored with hardly less than 15% storage losses. So these points should be taken care. So this is all. There is very much to say in case of agriculture, and time is very short, so we cannot cover in just in a very short period. And I hope I could be able to give a message and tell you about how onion is being cultivated in country, what is the scope of storage, disease space, advanced technologies where the farmers can benefit. So this is all. Thank you once again to hear me. Thank you very much.
Hear me.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, sir, for your valuable lecture. It's a very detailed and it is very useful to us as well as our students as well. And our students are really fortunate to have a lecture from the person who is much apt person for onion and garlic research. You have spent so many years in onion and garlic research, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now, sir, some interaction from our staff and the student side, sir.
Yes, most.
Sir, this is Tangamani, sir, assistant professor. Actually,
Yeah.
previously I was working in onion and garlic scheme, sir, as a SRF during 2011 to 14.
Okay.
Actually, you have in your slide, one of the slides, you have shown that seed drill directs on onion, sir. What
Yeah.
about duration as well as spacing recommended for that technology, sir?
Actually, in a onion crop, spacing is 10 by 15 centimeter, and pneumatic seed drills are available, but they are costly. And in our country now, the local seed drills are being developed and being standardized according to need of our soil condition. Because in case of direct seeding, germination percentage of seed should be more than 95%. If the germination percentage is less, definitely your population will be less. So row to row spacing you can maintain very well with the local seed drill also by 15 centimeter, but plant to plant in case of local seed drills, so we have to later on thin the crop, and where is this thin population, you can transplant the densely germinated crop, and you can maintain the population. So likewise here in case of directly sown crop, definitely it takes 25 to 30 days earlier, comes to earlier for harvesting. But in case of transplanted crop, the additional benefit is that we can use 1 month land for another crop. So if there is a problem of labor, definitely you can go for direct seeding crop, and it will be beneficial. But the thing is that after sowing till 7 days of the germination, the upper soil surface of the soil should be wet. Means you have to give light irrigation through sprinkler or drip or flood in the afternoon, in the evening, and in the morning till it germinates. If there is a gap in irrigation, 1 or 2 days gap in irrigation, so definitely germinated seed that may die if because the depth is not more than 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter, and upper topsoil if dries, so the germinated seed may dry. So these points should be taken care. And another point is a weed control. So storm 2 ml per liter that we can only apply in direct seeded crop. Other we decide we cannot apply. So likewise you can even pelleted seeds can be also used.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. Shankari, sir, Professor
Yeah.
Horticulture, sir. So I
Yeah.
have two doubts, sir. What
Okay.
about the detopping machine in onion, sir?
A detopping machine.
Thomas, yes, sir.
Yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
shelf life, sir?
No, actually detopping.
Detop the onion, sir. One
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Okay. You carry on. Detopping machine has been developed by IHR. Actually, before harvesting, the onion foliage has to be removed. So for cutting the foliage, because onion is harvested along with the leaves, and it has to be cured under in the field for 3 to 4 days if you want to store for longer period. After that, we have to cut the onions means foliage through neck, leaving 2 or 3 centimeter. So detopping machine is used to cut the foliage in case of onion, leaving 1 or 2 centimeters.
The shelf life of onions, sir. Deep
Uh,
onions, sir.
Shelf life of onion, it depends on the variety. Kharif
Okay.
variety, it can be produced well during Rabi, but
Hmm.
shelf life of that varieties will be hardly for 3 months. Therefore, for a better shelf life, there is genotypic difference. So Rabi varieties, particularly Bhima Shakti, Bhima Kiran, Arka Niketan, Pusa Red, these are either found light red. These varieties, they are having long shelf life. Even though we can cultivate Bhima Super, Bhima Red during Rabi season, but shelf life of these varieties will be very less. So in normal condition, we can store the onion having better storage capacity life up to 5 months, means up to October or November.
Yes, sir. Okay, so one more question, sir. What about rubbering in garlic, sir? Any
Yeah,
new?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
There is multiple reasons for rubbing in garlic actually. If suppose the garlic crop is harvested immature, or there are problems of soil-borne diseases or pests, or if it is not properly cured, or more nitrogen is given, or irrigation is given at the time of harvesting, so such type of rubbing problem may be.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, my name is Shubham, and I'm an MSc scholar from TNA Coimbatore, sir. Sir, I have
Okay.
one doubt to ask. You have discussed about the scientific onion storage structures which are naturally ventilated. To what extent artificially aerated onion storage technology is recommended, and it is useful in improving the shelf life of onion as compared to the natural ventilated or not?
Definitely, our directorate of onion garlic has developed a controlled atmosphere onion structure where already I told that losses in the controlled atmosphere structure were less than 15% as compared to naturally ventilated. Because in case of naturally ventilated onion structure, we cannot control temperature and humidity, and temperature and humidity plays a major role in storage. 25 to 30 degree centigrade temperature and 65 to 70% humidity. These are the prerequisite for better storage. So in case of controlled atmosphere, we could able to maintain the temperature 27 degrees centigrade plus minus 2 degrees centigrade, and humidity 65 to 70%. Otherwise, under cold store, The humidity goes up to 90%. Potato cold storage is not recommended for onion, and where the temperature also around 10 degrees centigrade, where the cost of energy consumption also more in case of cold storage, but in controlled atmosphere, the temperature is 27 minutes at the normal temperature that can be maintained very well, and dehumidifier are used in that controlled atmosphere structure, and all parts of the store we are able to supply proper and constant temperature can be maintained in the controlled atmosphere. So that will be definitely beneficial in any part of the country, including for multiplier.
Good evening, sir. I am Rakesh Tadkal, PhD scholar.
Yes.
Sir, from your slide, it was very clear that India is the leading producer and we also export. Sir, though we even cultivate the onion from October to December, why there will be what is the main reason for the inflation in the price in January, and why India is still dependent for the onions in the late winter from Jan from the countries like Afghanistan and Pakistan, sir?
Only that was 1 year it was imported, otherwise we are not dependent on other countries. Secondly, I already told that there is shortage during November to January, February, because stored onion which goes up to October only. Later on, we cannot store the Rabi onion harvested during month of May. It can be stored up to October only. Later on, if Kharif crop fails, which is harvested after October, then market price goes very high. So last to last year, we have to import onion as there was failure of Kharif crop in Karnataka as well as Maharashtra, as at the time of harvesting there was rain and bulb got rotted, and secondly the anthracnose coliform disease was very widely spread. Therefore, those farmers who have cultivated onion in flat beds and not used trichoderma, such type of problems occurred. Therefore, only 1 year exception was the exception. We have to import, otherwise there is no need to import the onion. And if you want to maintain the price all over the country, we should popularize Kharif cultivation as well as late Kharif in different parts of the country. Then
Sir, all the students, all the interactions is over. Sir, at this outset, I thank Dr. Vijay Mahajan, sir, for sparing his valuable time. First for the conductor of the Viva as well as for the guest lecture, sir, and for enlightening us and giving more information on onion garlic and the exact status and the present status of onion and garlic research as well as cultivation, including the post-harvest also, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
thank you and good evening to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.